Today, we are going to review the state of our financial planning services. Our goal is to understand the number of plans the advisors are delivering, the kinds of services being performed, and the features being used. As many of you are aware, we offer two kinds of financial plans. Managed account portfolios qualify for free financial planning services when an account value reaches at least $50,000 in assets. Fee-based financial plans are available for purchase for clients that do not qualify for free plans. Unlike any other financial transaction the advisor performs, with financial planning, the advisor keeps all of the fees generated upon the plan's delivery. On the first slide, fewer MAT plans were delivered in the early years than fee plans. Yet there has been a large growth in the free planning delivery beginning in the year 2011. This is a positive trend for corporate in that the growth of MAP accounts is a contributing factor in the increase of assets under management. The following slide shows the number of missed opportunities or fee plans that were not delivered. While an advisor receives all the fees for the plan, corporate has the added expense of ensuring the client fees are returned due to the advisor's failure to deliver. Many of these plans were started in 2007 and 2008 when we first began offering the service. As you can see from the map, California has the highest number of plans that were not delivered. We missed an opportunity of $800,000 in California. Each state has been labeled with the amount of revenue that was lost. This tree map allows us to do a deeper dive into the specific features of fee plans. Step-ups occur when a client decides they want a more comprehensive plan than was originally agreed upon, or more services. A refocus occurs when a client decides to change their investment strategy. For example, you may want to move from education planning to a tax-sensitive plan. Variable fees allow the advisor to change the rate from the standard rate we typically charge to a higher or lower rate depending on the complexity of the client's portfolio. Notice in 2007, nearly 15,000 fee plans were delivered with no refocusing and only 70 step-ups. Of the 15,000 plans, around 6,500 had the fees modified. As we look across each year, step-up and refocus activities are not utilized frequently enough for them to remain as offerings. While fee adjustments were performed on nearly half of the plans that were delivered. On this slide, we get a little closer look at the step-up, variable fee, and refocus activities. In the first pane, we see that fewer than 80 step-ups have been performed against all years, and the highest amongst 30,000 plans. In the middle pane, we show that variable fees have been assessed 4,000 to 6,000 times across 15,000 to 30,000 plans, and refocus activity has been performed fewer than 400 times across, again, 15,000 to 30,000 plans. When considering the variety of services offered within the plans, we can easily see investment planning is often chosen as the most popular service, followed closely by focus plans and tax-sensitive plans. Others are used less frequently, and some were used so infrequently they were not even included. This type of graph shows the middle 50% of fees are generated by services within the box. The lower vertical line shows the lower 25% of fees generated by services below the box. The upper vertical line shows the upper 25% of fees generated by services above the box. We can now look at services generated by revenue. Here we see investment planning is in the top 90% of services delivered by fees generated. Focus plans are always fall into the top 75% of fees generated, and tax-sensitive plans are always in the top 50% of fees generated. To summarize, MAC accounts have driven free financial planning growth dramatically beginning in 2010, while fee-based plans have been on a steady decline in tracking since tracking began in 2007. Fees generated have been on a steady decline from a high of 10.49 million in 2007 to a low of 6.33 million in 2013. The items we must consider as we decide whether or not to replace our financial planning tracking system include: is now the time to replace it? Should we wait, or should we do it today? Should it be replaced at all? Is there other opportunities to derive the tracking from the data created by the planning service? If you are to replace the tracking system, what features and services should you include? All the services that we see when we see only a few are frequently used? Certainly we didn't want to continue with doing step-ups and refocuses, but these are the things that you must consider as you decide what to do with the financial tracking system.